but because of the YSL trial and the election interference, she was receiving threats, bodily harm, pretty serious. So a report was made to us about that in executive session, and a request came to us on her behalf to provide additional security for her. And after listening to what was going on, we, the board, listened, and then in open session decided and voted to provide additional security for her.
What's the cost been for that additional security, and is it continuing up until today?
Don't know whether it's continuing, but do you have the cost of the security?
As I recall, the full ask that was presented included relocation, as well as some hardening of her personal residence, and law enforcement support from at least 2 outside jurisdictions. I don't recall what all of the amounts were, nor can I tell you that I have seen an invoice from either of those other external jurisdictions. The relocation costs run about $4,000 a month.
Was that relocation cost renting her this condominium where she and Mr. Wade would meet?
I don't know the physical address of either of those locations, so I really wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Do you know who you were making the payments to for this, for the rent?
We do. I do not, but I certainly know who we cut a check. Well, I know how to obtain who we cut a check to,
Okay.
but I don't see those expenses every month.
Has that continued, the relocation expense? I mean, essentially, the county is providing extra security at her personal home, but also renting her a separate